Shipping, billing, admin, payroll, marketing. You're managing all the things, so why waste time sending important documents the old-fashioned way? Mail and ship when you want, how you want with Stamps.com. Print postage on demand 24/7 and schedule pickups from your office or home. Save up to 90% with automated rate shopping. That's why over 1 million small businesses trust Stamps.com. Go to Stamps.com and use code PODCAST to try Stamps.com risk-free for 60 days.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is a Listener Tales Morbid.
Mini, 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 mini morbid. Mini morbid, mini morbid, mini morbid. Brought to you by you, for you, from you, and all about you.
It's all for you. You right there. Right there. I see you.
On the treadmill.
You.
Pooping. You. Walking your dog.
You on the train.
Oh, that used to be me.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere anymore.
You
though.
in your car.
You.
Just you.
So you should come to all of our live shows.
You certainly should.
You can catch us. Okay, it's getting old.
Everybody's like, shut the fuck
Everybody's
up.
like, well, you're canceled. You can come to the Punchline Comedy Club in Philadelphia on April 14th.
And you know what? You really should.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Do
It's
it.
sold out, so can't wait for everybody that already did it to be there. April 15th at the DC Improv in Washington, D.C.
That's going to be so fun. There's monuments there.
You are so excited for some monuments.
I can't wait for the monuments.
Is there like anything I can eat there? That's exciting for me.
I mean, I assume there's food in
But, like,
Washington, D.C.
yeah.
I don't know. Listeners, tell us. Is there food in Washington, D.C.?
Alaina, you're a certified asshole.
I certainly am.
Anyways, I literally said that to her downstairs earlier, and John was like, yeah, she knows it. It was funny.
That's my husband.
Mugs. On April 23rd, which is not sold out, we're going to be returning to the Gramercy Theater in New York to do the
thing.
I keep
Ash is breaking. Like, really breaking.
It's the Death Becomes Us festival, but I almost just said the Guest Becomes Us festival.
And what's happening is when she tries to fix it, her mouth won't, like, her mouth is just done tonight. Like, it's like, nope, I'm done. And it just won't open, so she just ends up going...
I just go, Apparently I like talk too much shit today or something. I don't know.
And your mouth is like, stop it.
It's like, say no more.
But come to the Death Becomes Us Fest. It's going to be awesome. Possum.
I hate you.
It's late.
Then you can come to our show in Huntsville, Alabama at Stand Up Live on May 6th.
Come to Alabama. It's going to be great. Roll Tide.
And
War Eagle.
And everything in between.
And anything in between.
That was the one time I did it without doing an accent, and I thought that you were going to do the same thing, but I guess not.
I'm pretty sure my accent was offensive. I apologize again, but I'm trying.
She's getting better every week.
I'm trying. It's late.
May 7th, we're going to be at Zany's twice in a row, early and late.
Whoa, double the Zanies, double the fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Then you asked, we listened. June 11th, we've added a show to Chicago at Talia Hall.
What up, Chicago? We're going to be there. And we're not going to be square.
We're going to be there for 2 days in a row.
We are.
And Annie's coming with us, and we're going to stay somewhere cool. And I'm excited to stay at the place we're staying.
And
shout out to Annie's family. Then July 11th, like I said in the main episode.
Oh, man.
Our dream fucking show in our hometown at
the
Wilbur
Theater.
Are you okay?
I was trying the whole time to
What
say
is this?
that.
It's so soft.
Yay, the Wilbur Theater. It's going to be so much fun, guys. It's in our hometown. It's our dream venue. Everyone we know is going to be there. It's gonna rock. And also, I didn't even mention this in the other episode.
Oh, this is crazy.
We have a special guest for that one.
Super special.
And it is the comic stylings of one Emily Walsh.
Who happens to be Alaina's best friend since the 8th grade.
That's right. We have someone opening up for us who is not only a New York comic, but also somebody who has known me since 8th grade.
So
just
you're about to learn some
chew
shit.
on that.
Walsh, just make all your jokes like around
about us
Alaina's adolescence.
Singing to Annie Lennox in the car after Dairy Queen.
Oh, you guys are cute.
Yeah.
I wish I had a pure existence in 8th
We had a
grade.
very pure
I definitely wasn't doing that.
But yeah, come to the Wilbur, do it. There's still tickets left.
Yep.
We want to see all of your beautiful faces in our home turf.
Yes, and there's also still tickets left for June 11th, Chicago. So we want to also see you in Chicago.
And there's tickets left for the Death Becomes Us Festival. So let's go get those. We don't want to leave any tickets out.
Guys, we got to sell everything so that we can add more places. Listen, fucking California, I know you want me there. I know you want Alaina there.
California. I see you.
I want to come there.
We want to come there, but you got to buy the tickets.
And FYI, there's a few more things in the works. So keep telling us where you want us to come because we're reiterating that information.
It's true, and it's happening.
It's happening. Hey, what's happening?
It's true. She is.
Not a day goes by without a Mean Girls reference.
Truth. Well, now that we've gotten past all the business,
I have one thing to tell them before we get into these listener tales.
Kidding. What
you
is this?
have to go see the movie The Invisible Man.
Oh, yeah. I really wanted to see that.
It is incredible.
I've heard good things about it, and it's Lee Wanell, who Mama loves.
Yeah.
So
Mama,
I'm into
you do
it.
love them.
I'm into Mama, you do love them. Wow. Killing it today.
I'm so funny.
You're so funny.
No, it was so good. It's not a jump scare movie, but it is psychologically so scary. I don't have a crazy ex-boyfriend. I was with my girlfriend, but then I went home and I was like afraid to be at home. like I had like a crazy ex-boyfriend that was invisible in my room somewhere, but I don't.
But, you know, most of us do have a crazy ex-boyfriend that is invisible. So we would get that.
So it's wild.
That I want to see it.
Good.
I've heard nothing but good things.
I straight up will go with you again to
and
see
I've heard that it's just like tension filled the whole time.
Tension as fuck. It starts.
Which I love.
It starts and you're spooked.
Love that.
And then it's just wild.
But
I don't want to
again,
give you any spoilers.
I would expect nothing less from Lee Wanell.
Yeah.
So
me, you, and Deb have to go. Deb, if you're
Let's do
listening,
it.
we're going.
Deb, let's
I also
do
found a
this.
speakeasy, but it's not time for that.
Let's do this.
All right. So
we are starting our listener tales.
Listener tales.
Let's do it.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to? This one's very long.
You can go.
The one that sucks at reading. Perfect. Okay. This listener tale is entitled "What the Fucking Fuck, Blake Dolan? A Listener Tale."
Love that already.
The subject line caught my eye. This
what
week,
the fucking fuck is always a great way.
Yeah, I gathered the listener tales this week, so if you don't
She
like
did.
them, just shit all over me.
Shit on Ash.
Not actually. Figuratively. Hey weirdos, my name's Camilla and I've been listening to your fantastical podcast for about a year now, and it's safe to say that I'm obsessed. You are the best part of my commute to and from work and school. Alaina, you're my spirit animal, as I'm in nursing school and also geek out on the crazy and gross sciencey stuffs. I also live for you, Ash. By the way, you're not trash, you're fabulous. Thanks.
Oh, that's so sweet. And also, being a nurse is insanely awesome. Good job.
Good job.
I'm so impressed by you.
Wicked. I have quite a story for you, and you're just the kind of peeps who would love it the most. I have changed the names and some of the people in the story for privacy reasons, but feel free to use my name.
Camilla, I'm so ready.
Camilla,
I love your name.
Camilla is going to take us back circa 2006 to 2007.
Thank you, Camilla.
2006 to 2007.
All right.
I was in 8th grade, and I 100% thought that I was living my best life. This will speak to your soul.
Will it?
I had a Samsung flip phone. AIM was my jam, and I Found You Miss New Booty was my ringtone.
Oh, hell yes.
I paid $2.99 for that 15 seconds worth of ringtone gold.
God. Do you remember paying for ringtones?
No. I had a track
No, you
phone.
don't.
I had mostly made it out of my ugly, awkward stage and was infatuated with a boy in my grade named Blake Dolan. 100% not his name, but you get the picture. Also, what a beautiful name that you made.
I was just going to say, great job with that name.
Shit, write a book.
Because when you said Blake Dolan, and I was like, yeah, of course his name was Blake Dolan.
Yeah.
So I get it.
The cutest boy in
Yeah.
all of school. He was
In all of school.
In all of school. He was so stinking cute with black hair and blue eyes. And the best part is that he'd finally added me to chat with him on AIM.
Oh,
I got butterflies.
Camilla.
I got butterflies for her when I read that.
I did too.
Do you remember when your crush added you on AIM and you were like, "Oh my god, what do I say? Is this a joke? Are they punking me?"
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember
It's
that.
sad.
I remember that a lot.
I was once punked via AIM, and
I feel like everyone got punked at least once via AIM.
yeah, I was punked multiple, maybe
was
thrice via
That was one
AIM.
of those. It was one of those mediums that just like really
The gifts that kept on giving.
really started the cyberbullying thing
Yeah,
off.
it really did.
On a bang.
All right, I won't talk about mine. This is about Camilla. So we would stay up late on our desktop computers chatting our lives away. So we dated on and on from 8th to 9th grade. The best fucking relationships. That was me. I don't remember specifically.
I don't agree.
I'm being 100% facetious. I don't remember specifically, but we broke up for some dramatic ass stupidity. But I always had a soft spot for him throughout high school, and we remained good friends. I was a super nerd in high school, and back when apps first started becoming a thing, Blake was one of the first people to come up with a flashcard app for your phone.
Wow, Blake. That's
So
intense.
not only was this kid adorable, but he was smart, and my inner nerd thrived for it. I always had a never-ending crush on him. Fast forward, I'm 23 years old and struggle busing my way through adulthood, me currently. When one day my best friend since I was 10 years old, Lally, called me while I was at work at least 3 to 4 times. I knew that it was something juicy if she called when she knew I was at work, so I called her back after work, ready to hear about some stupid bullshit her boyfriend did. And I was bracing myself for a full-on rant/vent festival. Little did I know the fucking crazy shit she was about to unload on me. My girl was like, "Bitch, check the link I just sent you." I clicked the link and lo and behold, Blake fucking Dolan in a goddamn news article.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Blake Dolan was in prison awaiting trial for attempted murder. Bitch, you heard me. Attempted murder.
That's bad.
Not good.
That's really bad.
My heart felt as though... No, my heart fell through my ass like it was on a tower of terror as I read through the article.
Wow, that painted a picture.
It was beautiful. Blake didn't have the best of times in college and had developed a drug problem and a fuck ton of mental health issues.
Oh, no.
And then in parentheses, she said, "I'm a big mental health advocate, so weirdos, if something's amiss, for the love of God, seek help and don't be Blake."
Yes.
Agreed. So in an effort to help Blake, his family sent him to live with his cousin and her small child in New York City. His cousin was a licensed mental health professional, and his family thought it would be the best bet for Blake. Little did they know this was a match made in fucking hell.
Uh-oh.
So, apparently Blake and his cousin/therapist started working on his issues, but also started having sexy times on the side.
Oh, nope.
I first typed out Sparky Big Time, but then deleted it and said, "Fuck you, Dennis Lynn." His cousin had recently gone through a nasty breakup and had part-time custody of her son. So while Custon, therapist, and moral-ass bitch and Blake were, quote, working, in parentheses, banging, through his issues, she also started...
Banging through his issues.
Yikes. She also started to tell him how she believed her son was being sexually and physically abused by her ex-boyfriend, her son's father.
Oh, no.
At this point, Blake was in love with her and her son. He thought they were a cute-ass, incest-ass little family. So Blake started to get very angry at his cousin's ex-boyfriend. Apparently, the anger ran deep because together, Blake and cousin therapist girlfriend hatched a plot to, you guessed it, murder her ex-boyfriend. So logical, right?
I mean, if someone was molesting my child, I would attempt to murder them as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with you.
I feel that. It's just sad that, like, Blake had to get involved.
No, it totally is.
They came up...
I'm saying, like, I can understand the rage.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
I get it.
I would literally, like, rent a train and run somebody over with it if they were ever doing anything like that.
100%.
Anyways, they came up with a horrendous plan that they thought was genius and set off a chain of brutal events that had me shooketh to the core. Blake in broad daylight went to a Home Depot and purchased a sledgehammer, a knife, threw all that shit into a duffel bag, and went to pay Mr. Ex-Boyfriend a little visit at his apartment. So Blake just waltzed right in there to his place, and he proceeded to attempt to sledgehammer murder the fuck out of this ex-boyfriend.
Damn.
But these dumbasses didn't take into account that the ex-boyfriend was as tall as a tree and yoked as fuck. I've never heard that expression before.
You've never heard that?
No,
really?
but it made me laugh.
That's funny.
Meanwhile, Blake was significantly smaller and not remotely yoked.
Oh my god, so he's just swinging upwards with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, no bueno.
I'm picturing that, and it's mildly amusing.
Ex-boyfriend and Blake proceeded to get into a fight, and Blake went for the knife he'd brought. During the struggle, both ex-boyfriend and Blake sustained stab wounds, but ex-boyfriend managed to escape and run for help. While Blake was sitting there bleeding as fuck, he decided, this is so weird, it'd be a great idea to take selfies covered in blood and send it to cousin therapist's girlfriend. Why? I have no earthly clue. But regardless, that's just creepy.
Jesus.
Right? Safe to say the police arrested the fuck out of Blake and some serious-ass charges were brought against him. Lucky for Blake, his parents are significantly well off and were able to pay for his bail while they went to trial. Blake's family hired top-tier lawyers, but that wasn't enough. So now Blake is sitting in prison, serving his decade-long sentence for an attempted murder.
Damn, Blake.
This is crazy.
Uh-oh.
The freaky part of this whole story is a few months before my friend sent me this link, I went to visit my hometown. While I was there, our homeboy Blake hit me up to hang out. Ooh. Unsuspecting ass me agreed to meet up for dinner, thinking I'd reconnect with a longtime friend and crush.
Oh no.
At dinner, he acted sus as fuck, all weird and shaky, and he kept referring to how he's been dealing with a, quote, misunderstanding that he refused to elaborate on, and how said, quote, misunderstanding is ruining his life, and he's constantly stressed about it, but would not elaborate further.
Oh my.
He was shaky and kept going to the bathroom, so for a moment I thought he was on cocaine whilst on this sushi date. So immediately after our sushi dinner, which was dank, who doesn't love sushi? Actually, she said sush. I love this girl. He wanted to go to a bar for drinks. The situation didn't feel right, so I came up with an excuse to dip the fuck out because he was giving me the spooks.
Good job, Camilla. Way to listen to your gut.
Hell yeah. But now I know I was literally sitting at dinner with an attempted murderer out on bail. Yup. Thanks for reading my long-ass story, and I hope you enjoyed my tale of puppy love, incest, attempted murder, and dank-ass sushi. Love you guys, and keep it weird. P.S. You don't need to do that.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Also, I love that someone else uses the word dank like you do.
Okay, it's not like a me thing.
Oh, I thought it was just a you thing.
No. I say dank all the time. I got it from my friend Lindsay.
So I always thought it was just an Ash thing.
No.
I'm old.
It's a thing.
Forgive me.
Like
I'm
that.
old.
Well, older people say dank is like a bad thing.
I don't say dank at all, so it just does not register in my universe.
I think Karen said dank the other day.
I
in a
can
bad way.
104,000% tell you that Karen did not say dank.
No, like in a bad, like it was like. Didn't you tell me that dank is like a dank, like it was like a danky
like
place,
a dark and dank place?
Yeah, no, not in that
dank
context.
is like describing like a dark dank cellar.
Yeah,
you don't say like that was dank.
Yeah,
like,
no, I
say,
wasn't saying that she said that.
That the description is dank.
Yeah,
not like.
So that's what I was saying. Yeah. Like older people say it in a different way, and then my crowd says like, "Yo, that shit was dank."
Oh man, oh boy. Well, Camilla, that was crazy.
It was dank.
That was very dank. So my story is called "A Wicked Bad Smell in Boston."
I had to pick this one because Boston,
and it's from Storm.
I know.
I love.
Cool last name.
I think that's like an X-Men or something. Storm.
I wouldn't be the person to ask that.
All right. Hey weirdos, my girlfriend Kat and I love you guys and think we would be BFFs because we have a lot in common. We too are morbid but happy and have potty mouths. We even started a true crime podcast called Autopsy Turvy.
Isn't that such a cool name?
That's amazing. I'm in. I am in, Storm. I have had so much weird shit happen to me that I had trouble deciding which story to tell you first. For some reason, people just drop dead around me a lot. I worry I might be some kind of Grim Reaper. My girlfriend says I am, quote, disaster adjacent. I think I witnessed more deaths than some first responders. Holy shit. When I meet people and tell them I am cursed, they laugh and say that, quote, everyone feels cursed. But then after a few months of being around me, they have to admit that I am indeed cursed as fuck. My girlfriend thought it was cute at first because our first date was a fucking disaster. The keys got locked in the car with the motor running, and 15 years ago you had to pay a locksmith $200 to get it unlocked. We were in Boston, so of course we also got a parking ticket. Hello. $45. Most expensive first date in history, and also the most successful because we've been madly in love for 15 years now.
Stop, I'm crying.
I love it.
I love love.
I thought you would want to know this since you love love so much.
Correct.
Correct. This is amazing. After dating for 2 years, which is 100 years in lesbian years, considered a very long courtship.
That's true.
I love it. We moved in together. Anyway, we got a great deal on this huge one-bedroom apartment right near Boston Common. Holy shit, go you.
Also, I used to work right near the Boston Common.
Look at that. And that's crazy that you got a really good apartment on Boston Common. Good for you. It was the parlor level of a Victorian row home. Ugh. And it was beautiful but impossible to heat. There was a creepy hoarder hermit guy living in the basement apartment. I mean, you know, you take what you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's call him Toby. It was my understanding that he had a TBI, traumatic brain injury. We stayed away from him because he could have violent outbursts, and on the public stairwell down to the basement, he had hung up old bikini girl pictures on the walls and on his door like he was a pervy teen boy or something. That's creepy. It was especially weird because you would just go down to that public stairwell to the open side of the basement in order to replace fuses if you overloaded your circuit, which happened a lot in this old Victorian. I feel you, old houses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All the neighbors, even big grown-ass men, were too scared to go down there, so they would ask me, 15 pounds soaking wet, to go down and replace their fuse for them, even offering me money to do so. I would always do it because it made me feel tough. I love you already. This basement was creepy AF. It was it had a giant noisy boiler in the corner, tons of ancient house parts here and there, boxes and trunks from former tenants, and one little bare bulb swinging from, I pictured that. One little bare bulb swinging from the ceiling to light your way.
So spooky.
And it had a door with posters of bikini-clad ladies leading to the creepy guy's apartment. It also had a small corridor that led behind the length of his apartment to the back alley. This was the former servants' entrance. Hey, we have one of those in my house. Not for, like, active servants.
You're like, for all the servants in my house.
In my house. No.
That's just me.
I have a super old house, and it has servants' quarters in it, which is funny. Here. On Thanksgiving, we started to notice a foul odor, bad timing, coming from the basement. I told Kat that I thought Toby was a serial killer and had bodies in the basement, and she just laughed and said he was just a hoarder who needed to take out the garbage. A few days pass, and the smell gets unbearable. Uh-oh. Kat, the much more reasonable of the two of us, starts to think Toby may have died down there. You know.
Casual.
We called and called about the smell, but the landlord, let's call him Fuckhead, didn't believe us and said he, quote, could only smell a bit of garbage. More time passes and I ask Fuckhead, what about the unpaid rent? All the mail piling up. He said, that guy's rent is always late, and he suggests maybe a cat died under the boiler. I don't think so. Since Fuckhead was clearly useless, Kat and I decided to venture into the basement and have a sniff around. We were both a little wigged out as it was nighttime when we decided to explore. Jesus, you guys are badass.
Right?
But the smell was starting to affect our sex life. Even Vicks under the nose didn't help.
Isn't that what you're not supposed to do?
Yeah, Vicks can trap the odor a lot of the times and make it worse.
Isn't that what they do to like rookie autopsy people?
Yeah, actually one of my criminal justice professors, like way back then, she told us if they ever try to make you put Vicks under your nose, that's them like punking you
because it sticks to it
because it'll stick to it.
Ugh, that's gross.
Because the smell will stay with you for a long time. Let's see. Vicks under the nose didn't help, so the situation was getting desperate. We looked around the basement for a dead animal and followed our noses. We squeezed ourselves into the narrow servants' passage and squatted down to the crack under a sealed door leading to Toby's apartment. We both sniffed, and then our eyes locked in horror. There was no mistaking that. 1, the smell was coming from his apartment, and 2, even though we had never smelled a rotting human body before, it couldn't be anything else. We noped the fuck out of that basement so fast, hoping we wouldn't be a potential serial killer's next victim. Shall I describe the smell? Yes, please.
I feel like I've never smelled a dead body, but this seems accurate.
Let's see. A dash of feet, a pinch of garbage, a heaping serving of rotting animal flesh, and a generous dollop of BO and feces. That is what a rotting body smells like. You're welcome. You know what? That's a pretty good
I was gonna ask you.
It needs something sweet in there, though.
But, like,
Something
rotten sweet,
Yeah,
right?
like a sweetness that is sick sweet. That's what it needs.
Oh, like what's the drink that I got at Taco Bell the other night?
Oh, God, I don't even know.
It's that. That's the smell.
That thing. I started calling the health department and the police. No one seemed interested in our plight, massholes. Even though I told people very calmly what was going on, no one, the authorities, our coworkers, our friends, no one believed us. What the fuck? They all just thought it was me being my weird self again. Like, here we go. She's telling us another weird story. I'm sure you can relate. Yep. We had a pre-scheduled Christmas party, and I was concerned because we are a bit odd. We are not the most popular couple in the world, and we did have a few friends who were also odd. We never have parties, but we decided to go ahead with this little holiday dinner party because fuck it. Maybe we could finally convince our friends that the whole rotting corpse thing was happening. Our weird little gang showed up, and the first thing out of their mouths was, "What in the unholy hell is that fucking smell? Your neighbor is not okay." Choking and gagging. We invited them into our stinky-ass abode, all decorated for the holidays with tons of scented candles burning. We all miserably picked at the food and had lovingly ordered from a restaurant, and needless to say, it was the shortest holiday ever. But not the worst party we have ever thrown. But that story is for another time. Holy shit.
I want to hear that one.
Seriously, if it's worse than a dead body rotting underneath you. Everyone quickly left, and many refused to ever return to our apartment. Losers. I guess Boston's finest didn't want to work over the holidays, but finally, enough neighbors had complained that a few cops showed up. The cops knocked on Toby's door. I'm like, can't you smell that? He's dead. He's not going to answer the door. The popo left. The 5-0 shrugged and fucking left us there with that stench. Fucking rookies. P.S. I tried to be a cop, but my eyesight sucks, so it's nothing personal. Quote, not all cops. Or hashtag not all cops. That's like the same exact thing with me, except it wasn't my eyesight. They came back the next week, January 2nd, 6 weeks after the smell started. Oh,
that's rough.
That's ripe. And kicked in the door down. It was deadbolted and hauled dead Toby out at last. Even the neighbors on the 6th floor had been complaining. Before you say, "Oh, it's Boston winter, how bad could it be?" The heat was cranked up and the radiator system spread that smell everywhere.
That is awful.
It smelled so bad, the first responders were gagging and throwing up. Fuckhead was there, and I stared him down and said, "Oh, I did. Oh, did you find the source of the smell?" Fuckhead had the decency to look ashamed and even a little teary. I said, "He is fucking dead in there, isn't he?" And he mumbled, "Yes." I said, "You had better get that apartment professionally cleaned," and he promised he would. I asked the cops how he died, and they said it was cut and dried, so I assume he killed himself, but who knows? All I know is we were vindicated, and no one should ever doubt us again. Fuckhead waited another month before hiring Aftermath Inc. to clean it up. I wonder if I think Aftermath is nationwide. I don't think it's a Massachusetts thing.
I'd never even heard of it.
But yeah, Aftermath Inc. I wanted to get a job there.
What?
I did.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like right out of high school, I was like, "Ooh, maybe I'll get a job there while I go to college."
You wanted to clean up after dead bodies?
Yes.
Wow.
I would still do that.
I mean, all the power to you and anybody else.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. They came at midnight, sketchy, around Valentine's Day with hazmat suits and took out hundreds of bags of garbage and professionally cleaned it like sunshine cleaner style, and the smell at last went away, but no one ever rented that apartment again. We should have sued. You may ask why we stayed? Rent control in Boston. Yep, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fuck ton of unethical student loan debt, yes, from the unethical U.S. government who are illegally shafting us, so had no choice. We poor AF, and the crown molding was lovely. Oh, I love it. To this day, my girlfriend and I joke when we smell something bad, we say, "It smells like Toby in here."
That's fucked.
That's fucked in the best way. Before anyone gets upset, we did actually feel bad for this guy and his family, even though he was erratic, pervy, and scary. Especially when I found out he was from Hawaii, where I am from.
Me too.
Hey, we tried to do the right thing and get him discovered in a timely manner, but no one fucking believed us, so what are you gonna do? Happily, Kat and I now live in Hawaii, where everything smells like flowers and copper-toned sunscreen. I'm still cursed AF, and I'm used to it. Stay weird, and please do a live show in Honolulu. We'll show you so much aloha. Storm. It's okay to Storm.
That story is amazing, and we have to do a show in Hawaii.
The homeland for you.
Yeah, I'm not Hawaiian, but I was born in
But you were
Hawaii.
born there.
Clearly not Hawaiian. I'm the palest motherfucker around.
But Storm, you and Kat are my heroes.
I love them.
I fully agree with you that we would be best friends. Let's do that.
Let's be
And
best
that
friends.
story was phenomenal.
Isn't that story so
and
good?
now I kind of want to just be like, man, it smells like Toby in here.
We can start saying it. I don't care.
I love it.
Oh, this next story is very spooky.
This next story.
Maggie's here.
So spooky.
No, I'm Estelle. Fuck.
You are. You always forget.
I do.
It's okay.
Okay, well, this is called Listener Tale, a very spoopy ambulance story.
Spoopy.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Just discovered your spooptacular. It's so hard to say spoop.
Spoop is one of my, the best words
I
ever.
always thought that people were making a typo.
I know you did.
Okay, just discovered your spooptacular podcast not too long ago, and I super love you guys. The listener tales are honestly among my favorites, and I thought I would share my story with you.
Love it.
A little background. I worked as an EMT in Utah for the last 6 years and have seen some crazy ass monkey ass stuff.
Monkey.
Yeah. I consider myself a pretty boss ass bitch for working in a male dominated field and holding my own.
Hell yeah.
I agree. I love what I do most days and have lots of stories, but of all the stories I have, there's one that sticks out in my mind as one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. It's spoopy and it's paranormal as fuck. My dudes, this story is long and you won't want to read it alone or in the dark, so hold on to your butts and keep the lights on.
I'm holding on.
When the light is on. First of all,
And there's a ladybug in here.
yeah, I love ladybugs, but that one keeps flying into the light and it's annoying me. Don't fly into the light.
Don't do it.
First, I want to say that I've written this so there aren't any identifiers to the people the story involves, and you can just call me V.
Hi, V.
Hi, V. In my time on the ambulance, I've been given the title of a black cloud because I get dropped in the craziest calls, so it's not surprising that this happened while on my shift. A couple years ago, my ambulance partner and I were sleeping peacefully in our recliners at the station. We had a pretty quiet night, nothing too crazy, and had actually been able to catch a few Z's. I'm woken up from a light sleep when the tones go off in the station. I look at my watch and guess what time it is? Yup, 3 a.m.
Oh, I was just going to say 3 a.m.
Good old witching hour. Didn't think much of it at the time, but it makes sense now. Our dispatchers told us this call was at the college dorms nearby, and that it was a very sick person. No more details than that, but we got sent lights and sirens, which meant our patient needed immediate help. We rolled up with a fire engine, and me and a bunch of burly dudes headed inside with all our equipment. Up to this point, it was just another middle-of-the-night call, and we were all pretty tired, but that's just the job. We walked into a bright, well-lit hallway with big black heavy doors with dorm room numbers on them. We found ours and knocked on the door. Nobody answered right away, and the door was locked, so we asked dispatch to get a hold of the caller to open the door. A few minutes passed. We stood there, quiet, tired, just relaxing until the door opened very, very slowly.
Uh-oh.
The door opened into the apartment, and instead of light from the hallway spilling into the room beyond, all we see is an inky black abyss. This is when it starts to get weird. Instead of one of us stepping inside and turning on a light, we all just stood there. I don't know what we were waiting for, but it's almost like we had a sixth sense keeping us from going inside. One of the guys said, "Hello, we're with the fire department," but none of us went in. Suddenly, the most pale gray person I've ever seen alive literally crawled out of the door. Yeah, I have like goosebumps reading this and I've already read it.
I'm stressed.
She was wearing pajamas and was covered in fucking black handprints. Ugh. All five burly dudes and myself take a step back. It was alarming. But remember...
Alarming, to say the very least.
Yeah. But remembering that we are professionals, I grabbed a blanket and threw it over her, asking her name, and helped her to stand to get on my stretcher. The poor thing was nearly gray and clearly very ill. All she could tell me was that she didn't feel well and was very weak.
Yeah, no shit, you don't feel well, girl.
Right? Alarms started going off in my head. I kicked into gear and started doing my job. I got vitals, started an IV, and tried to assess the poor thing. But she was very lethargic and not very forthcoming with what was going on with her. She just kept saying, "I don't feel very good." We wheeled her out to the ambulance, and my partner and I got the stretcher loaded in the back.
But did you die?
I'd be like, "I know you don't feel good, but why?"
But did you die?
But did you die?
But did you die, though?
I jumped up and sat on the bench next to her. Now, when you close an ambulance door, the lights in the back often turn off until you push the button or flip the switch that turns them back on. This isn't really an issue because our equipment lights and a small light bar over the switches stays on at all times that the truck is on. So my partner closed the door and the light shut off. Completely. No light bar, no little equipment lights, not even light from the windows. I fumbled for the light switch in complete inky blackness until I found the switch, and light flooded the compartment. You guys, the lights turned on, and there were suddenly dozens of flying red ants. They were absolutely not fucking there when I got in. I may have said something like, what the hell, and tried brushing them off my poor patient, and that's when I felt it. It felt like I was standing in front of a loudspeaker, but without the sound. A deep vibration seemed to pass through me and run up my spine. I felt like I had entered
I just got a big chill.
Yeah, my whole entire spine right now has chills. I had entered into a thick, dark orb. I froze in place with my hand on my patient's arm. I closed my eyes and said a quick, silent prayer to any cosmic being or force that would hear me to protect us from whatever the fuck had just invaded my space. The feeling subsided a bit, enough for me to tell my partner through the little window between the cab and the box to hurry the fuck up and get us to the hospital.
Holy shit.
Right? Eventually, I was able to get some information from the girl. She woke up sometime after midnight feeling very ill and went into the bathroom, where she started having intestinal issues. She laid on the floor and possibly passed out. She woke up around 3 a.m. and called 911. The handprints were actually fecal matter, but why was it black? Why was it all over her? She wasn't able to tell me why the fecal matter was all over in handprints, and she did not have any feces on her own hands. I never got a bad vibe from her. The impression I got is something seriously abnormal was happening to this girl, after the feeling I had something possibly paranormal. We arrived at the ER.
Very stressed.
Yeah, it's so fucking spooky. Look at my arm. My whole entire arm is goosebumps.
That's what I have I'm getting shivers right now.
This story's fucked. We arrived at the ER and my partner opened the back doors. He saw the flying ants and started smacking at them. We decided to leave the back doors open to hopefully clear them out while we dropped off our patient. I gave the report to the nurse and we left that poor girl in good hands. As we walked out to the truck, my partner gloved up, preparing to fuck up some flying ants, but they were all completely gone. Not a single lingering ant to be found anywhere. We cleaned up, packed up, and headed back to the station. As we left the hospital, I became aware that the heavy, dark feeling I'd had in the back of the ambulance was gone. 2 weeks later, I saw the nurse that I'd left her with that night, and I said, "Hey, do you remember that girl from a couple weeks ago?" I didn't need to say any more than that. Her eyes got huge. It turns out she spent a week in the ICU from a massive internal bleed. She needed several blood transfusions. The reason her stool was black and she was so extremely pale was from the internal bleed. The nurse told me that they were never able to figure out why she was bleeding, but she was in much better shape when she left.
It was a diamond.
Yeah. If I had to guess what was going on, I think she was being tormented by something truly evil.
A diamond.
Yeah. I don't know what could possibly piss off a diamond or spirit enough to do that to someone, but I was told that if we hadn't gotten to her when we did, she would have passed away by morning. I've never experienced anything like this before or since, and I sincerely hope the poor girl noped the fuck out of that dorm and away from what almost ended her life. Well, there you have it. I'm going to decontaminate in holy water and watch puppy videos and then listen to more of your awesome podcast. Keep it weird, my dudes. Keep it super fucking weird. V. Isn't that bananas?
V.
So
My
spooky.
dude.
So spooky.
That was so much.
So spooky.
I feel so many things right now.
Yeah.
That was a diamond.
I have the chilies.
I have the chilly willies for sure.
Oh, I don't like it
The
at all.
heaves are happening all over the place right
all
now.
over
Blah,
the
blah, blah.
place.
Whew. All right. Thank you, V.
It's just not okay.
Well, next one is called Spooky Knife Wielding Almost Stepmom.
Ah, damn it. I wanted to read that one.
Hi, Ash and Alaina. I was talking to some old friends the other day, and they reminded me about this absolutely bonkers thing that happened to me when I was younger. If you choose to use this in your Listener Tales episode, I would prefer that you not use my name, because this crazy lady might be listening and pay me a visit. I will not use your name. So some backstory is needed for this story. My parents divorced when I was 2 because my mom is a hoe.
Same.
And at the time of this story, I was around 11 or 12. Shit. All right. I was living with my mom and her new piece of actual shit husband in South. I know why you wanted to read this.
No, actually, the rest has nothing to do with like anything I
man.
can relate to.
Piece of shit husband in southeastern Wisconsin. My parents had been divorced for a long time, and my dad had been dating this woman, I'll call her Sarah, the year before. I fucking loved Sarah. She could cook so much better than my dad. She helped me with my homework, and she introduced me to new types of music and cool shows. 2 months before this happened, my dad had broken up with her. I was devastated. But when I asked why, he explained that she suffered from really bad night terrors and often woke up screaming and thinking that he was trying to attack her. Once she even grabbed a knife that they had kept near the bed for protection and slashed his arm. Holy shit. My dad didn't exactly mind this, but it was at the point where she wanted to move in. My dad was worried that eventually I would be home during one of the night terrors and she would hurt me. So after hearing that, I calmed down about the whole thing and resigned myself to the fact that Sarah was not going to be my stepmom. So when this happened, it was the middle of December, and there was at least 3 inches of snow on the ground. It was also fucking freezing. Fuck Wisconsin. She said that, I did not. I was visiting my dad for the weekend, and it was around 11 p.m. At the time, my dad managed the grocery store right across the street from our house. They closed at midnight, and I would often ride my bike over there to visit him and the one cashier that stayed until closing. Normally, they would send me down the road on my bike to bring back fries from McDonald's, and we would sit on the registers and probe the depths of topics such as the meaning of life and which shows on Netflix were the best, you know. Looking back, I'm actually pretty mad that my dad let me do that. The road to McDonald's was long, poorly lit, and I didn't have a phone. It's a miracle I wasn't murdered. Well, the night of the incident, I'd ridden my bike across the street to my dad's store and parked my bike near the building. The bike was given to me by Sarah and was very distinctive. I went in and chatted with my dad and the cashier for 45 minutes. My dad eventually told me that he was going to need to start closing up soon and I should go home and he would meet me. Before I left, he rang up some stuff from the store and told me to carry the bags home on my handlebars. I remember this so vividly that I even remember what was in the bags. In the bag to my left hand was a small glass container of Tostitos mild chunky salsa.
Fuck yeah.
And in the bag in my right was a small box of generic black kitchen garbage bags, and a box of generic white plastic straws. I put my earbuds in, put my iPod in my back pocket, and walked out of the building. I was looking down at the ground as I approached my bike. When I got closer, I saw a woman sitting on the bench next to where I parked my bike. It took me a minute to place her, but I quickly realized that it was Sarah. She was wearing a very thin spaghetti strap pink sundress, no shoes, and had shaved the left half of her hair off. You know, do you. On her lap was a wedding magazine. Uh-oh. And in her right hand was a huge kitchen knife. No, it's not good.
No bueno.
Not good at all. I almost fucking died right there. She saw me looking at her and said, "Hi," in a completely normal voice. I, shitting my pants, responded on autopilot. "Hey."
Like, what the fuck, Sarah?
I took one step closer and grabbed my handlebars. It was then that I got a closer look at the knife. It had a black handle, but had little pink polka dots painted on it. It was our knife. My little cousin had put the polka dots on it with nail polish the last time she visited our house. I don't even know. So naturally, I was suddenly even more creeped the fuck out. I got on my bike and sped across the street to my house, dumping my bike and the bags in the front yard and running inside as fast as I could. Even though I knew it would be almost impossible, I was convinced that she was right behind me. I immediately locked the door behind me and grabbed a pocket knife from the counter and locked myself in the bathroom. Then I FaceTimed my dad. This whole escape took maybe 40 seconds. That's how close we lived to the store. So within 40 seconds of seeing Sarah outside the store, my dad was running outside to find her. She was fucking gone. He ran around the outside of the building and she was nowhere to be found. My dad came home immediately and I told him about the knife. We checked and sure enough, our 8-inch kitchen knife was missing from the knife block. We have no idea when it went missing. We didn't cook much when Sarah wasn't around. The next day at work, my dad checked the security footage, but Sarah had apparently been in the one part of the parking lot that wasn't covered by the cameras. But, hold on to your butts, because this isn't even the worst part. Sometime within the next few weeks, I don't know exactly when, the fucking knife reappeared in the knife block.
Isn't that so fucking terrifying?
Fuck that.
Sarah came back.
Holy shit.
And you don't even know when.
You thought he was a goner, but the cat came back.
Okay, Edgar Allan Poe. Shoot, you thought I wasn't going to get that. I saw it in your eyes.
That's not Edgar Allan Poe.
God damn it, it's not?
No.
Who is it?
It's just an old nursery rhyme. Or no old, song. The cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back.
Okay, it's really creepy. Stop singing that to me. I really thought that was Edgar Allan Poe.
It was good, though.
I also love that I was like, you thought I wasn't going to get it.
I was like,
and
I did, and
That's
you did
wrong.
not. But I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Everyone is laughing at me.
So we changed the locks the next day.
Good. No, she said that day.
Oh, that day. Excuse me. So remember me saying that Sarah had left side of her hair shaved? I can't talk. My dad and I felt the need to verify this, and so we went to the restaurant where she worked a week after I saw her. When my dad broke up with her, she had a full head of hair, and now she had the left side of her head shaved. She didn't see us, and we left as soon as we saw the hair. Blech. We haven't seen her since, and my dad doesn't work at the store anymore. I've sold the bike, and I never go out by myself at night. Well, that was the story of the spooky knife-wielding almost stepmom who once slashed my dad up after a night of for a second I was like, wait, what? I was like, girl, you did not tell me that she actually stabbed your dad. Who once slashed my dad up after a night terror and scared me shitless one December night outside of a grocery store. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I want to tell you guys that I fucking love you so much and won't shut the hell up about your show to my friends. Legit, I think I have a problem. Keep it weird. Holy shit.
Isn't that awesome?
You who shall not be named. That was awesome.
So amazing.
Holy shit. The fact that it reappeared in the block just ruined me.
That's the scariest part of all, I think.
Hate that a lot.
Hate it so much.
All of us strands are in real danger, and whatever it is, it's closing in. It started with just a few lost hairs here and there, but now more and more of us are disappearing every day. But listen, we think we have a plan. A way to stop the shedding. Pantene Abundant and Strong. Go now. It's not too late.
Pantene Abundant and Strong. It's a 3-step system that reduces hair loss by 85%. Only the strongest will survive the shedding.
Oh, man.
All right, so my next one is just called Listener Stories.
Hey, keeping it real simple.
We loves it. Hey, Alaina. Hey, Ash.
Hey.
First, I wanted to say that I never gave much thought about podcasts until I came across yours.
Oh my god.
Since then, I've been hooked. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you for all your time you put in for us weirdos.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. As children, my cousins and I were horror movie fanatics and into all things scary.
Samesies.
Yep. We would often stay up late. Wait, everybody thinks that we're cousins and we're not. People, I feel like
Really?
everybody thinks we're cousins. So us saying same, I feel like makes them think even more that we're cousins.
Sorry.
We're
I just meant same, like
into
I
horror
also
stuff.
like that stuff. Yeah.
Anyways, we would often stay up late watching one of those movies and would fight over who slept on the middle of the bed because we were all too terrified to sleep on the edge.
Oh, I get that. I get that so hard.
We also made up scary games, our favorite being called Monster.
Love that.
One person played the monster and would hide somewhere in the house with the lights off, while the rest of us would go into a specific bathroom, shut the door, and count to 30. When we were done counting, we would open the door and walk around the house with each other, not knowing where the monster was hiding.
That sounds awesome.
It does. The rules were simple. If you see the monster, you can't tell anybody else, and when the monster pops out to chase you, you would run back to the designated bathroom before it gets you. The person who's caught would be the next monster.
Love it.
Seems like a silly, harmless game, right?
Sure does.
Well, it was, until one day in the afternoon when we decided to play with my 3 cousins and our friend while we were all home alone.
Uh-oh.
Thinking back now, it probably wasn't a great idea, but that day the sun was still out, so we thought it would be less scary. We played a few rounds out before it was our friend Kayla's turn. All was fine until she popped out and began chasing us around the house. I was in the back with my younger cousin Brooklyn, while my other 2 older cousins, Faith and June, were in the front. Brooklyn and I did not see Kayla pop out, just heard her, and we ran straight to the master bathroom. Before I continue, it's important to know that Kayla was just wearing a normal shirt and pants. Shortly after we made it safely to the bathroom, my oldest cousin Faith ran in. She was laughing as she came in and locked the door behind her, probably in an attempt to pick on her sister June, so she would be caught. Faith then proceeded to tell us that Kayla did a good job at being scary by putting on all black and a clown mask that they keep in the closet.
Oh, no.
No bueno.
Oh, no.
We laughed about it until June began banging on the door with Kayla. They were practically in tears and frantic. We thought it was a joke to scare us until Kayla said there was someone walking around in the house in all black and a clown mask.
Oh, no. I'm out.
Faith's face went pale as she opened the door for them and locked it again. Kayla was not wearing what Faith described her as wearing. She was wearing what she had on at the beginning of the game, and by all their reactions, they were not messing with us. We all proceeded to freak out and make sense of what they saw, since the 3 of them all saw the same thing.
No.
While we were all talking, the door handle suddenly started moving like someone was trying to turn it, and the lock, it was one that you can unlock outside with a butter knife, was turning.
Oh, no.
So fucking scary.
Nope.
Faith ran to the door and held the lock in the lock position so whoever was on the other side couldn't get in. At this point, we were hysterical. Thankfully, Faith had the idea for us all to jump out the window above the toilet to escape into the backyard.
Hell yeah.
Thank God there's a bathroom window. She made me trade spots with her to hold the lock while she opened the window and helped my youngest cousin out. Let me tell you, before holding that lock, I had my doubts that this was all real. Some part of me believed they were pranking us. I was definitely wrong. All doubt was gone when I felt the lock turn against my fingers. Whoever was on the other side was strong, and at the time I was around 10 or 12, so I did not have the strength to keep hold of that lock.
What's going to happen?
Thankfully, I didn't have to because everybody was able to escape outside besides me and Faith. She took hold of the lock again, and I noped the hell out of there. When I was out, I stopped to wait for her since she had to let go of the lock and then jump.
When God, I'm so stressed out for Faith.
I know. When she did jump, she landed hard, making her yell out in pain. That didn't stop her, though. She told me to keep going while she limped after me. We were about to hop over the neighbor's fence when we looked back at the window. Standing back.
No, you just gave me like a little side glance and I'm not happy about it.
Standing in the bathroom looking back at us was a tall person in the clown mask and a black shirt.
No.
I've never felt such terror until that moment in my life. The figure didn't move, just stared through the window at us.
What the fuck?
I don't know when I stopped looking at the clown. I just remember being pulled to the fence, hopping in the neighbor's yard, and running to the road. When we made it to the end of the street, my aunt and uncle were already driving toward the house and saw us. We probably looked like psychos while we tried to explain what just happened to us. They did not look convinced, and my uncle actually looked angry that we were causing a scene. They had us get in the truck to take us to the house. Right. They had us get in the truck to take us back to the house where my uncle wanted to check it out himself. The front door was wide open when we pulled up, and we later found out the back sliding door by the bathroom window we had jumped out of was open as well. When my uncle came out, he was livid because we apparently broke the toilet lid when we climbed down it to jump out the window.
Oh, wow.
He told us to stop playing scary games and breaking his things. My aunt told us that we shouldn't play the game anymore because it invites bad stuff into our heads. So they basically thought we were crazy. Faith sprained her ankle, and my aunt and uncle took us to Chuck E. Cheese to calm down.
That'll calm you down.
Right? It was a terrifying experience, and to this day, we all agree what we saw was real, since every single one of us saw the same thing. We still played the game after that, but only during the day, and only when there were adults home. Oh, and we found the clown mask back in the closet where it always was. We still don't know who was in the house with us that day, but I do know it wasn't just in our heads. Thank you for reading my story, and keep it weird. Haley.
What the fuck?
Isn't that
there
so
was a person
scary?
In a clown mask in your house.
In your house.
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Don't love that one. Want to move on from that one.
Want to move on from
me out.
Every part of that story.
Hate that. Love you for sending that. Hate that. So the last listener story that we will do is called Just a Casual Story Involving My Mom and the Claremont Serial Killer.
Casual.
You know. This is from Gemma. Did Gemma say I can say her name?
I believe she did.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Gemma. Hey, weirdos. I love listening to your podcast and appreciate all the amazing effort you put into them. Oh my God, thank you. I can't believe I thought I had no decent stories to write in about because this is actually pretty batshit bananas. I think I just blocked it out of my memory, preferencing sweet blissful ignorance over crushing potential reality. I'm sure you can already tell, but I have a very healthy coping mechanism. Same.
Me too.
Anyways, I'm from Perth, Australia. Hey!
You know how we feel about Australia.
You know. There's a major trial going on at the moment investigating the Claremont serial killings. We want to cover those. Back in the mid-90s, 3 women went missing from the suburb of Claremont. Jane Rimmer and Sierra Glennon were found murdered in bushlands on the outskirts of Perth, but Sarah Spear's body was never recovered. It was a cold case for years until new DNA evidence linked the greasy spunk trumpet Bradley Edwards to the crimes.
They have the best insults in
Spunk
Australia.
Trumpet. That's a great one. I gotta use that one. He has pled guilty to 2 counts of rape, one being a teenage girl in a cemetery. I know, what the actual fuck. But has pleaded not guilty to the murder charges. When I was a teenager, circa 2005-ish, I was at home one afternoon with my mom, a badass blonde who don't take shit from nobody.
Hell yeah.
We lived on that's like Ash. We lived on a 5-acre block in a small town about 50 kilometers from Perth. Our home was situated between the main road that went through town and a dirt track. We would often walk along this track to go bushwalking. You know. This one day, my mom asked if I wanted to go for a walk, but I was too busy playing Sims or some stupid shit and declined. Wow, you're in my head. So off my mom went. She was walking home when she came to the intersection where this dirt track met up with the main road. She heard the roar of a car, turning to see a ute traveling along the main road scream to a grinding halt. Now, there are a lot of bogans, made it to Urban Dictionary, that one in my town, so it isn't uncommon for a car to be hooning around. I love all these words
I do
right
too.
now.
Do you know what bogans mean? I forgot to look it up.
I feel like I know that word.
I'll do it while you read it.
A bogan. Mom didn't think too much of it and began to walk, albeit at a faster pace, in the other direction. However, she stopped dead in her tracks as the man driving began to reverse. Mom said she immediately got that fuck feeling in her stomach. The car pulled onto the dirt track she was on and accelerated towards her, sending a flurry of red dust and rocks into the air. Freaked out, Mom turned around. He had accelerated too quickly on the loose gravel and overshot his mark. He was visibly enraged by this, making sure to maintain eye contact with her as he pulled at his steering wheel to whip his car back around. It was at that point my mom's Uber arrived and she noped the fuck out of there. As she started running home, all she could hear was the revving of the engine as he pursued her.
Literally a fucking nightmare.
Ugh. I imagine it, this is exactly what I was thinking, I imagine it to be some Jeepers Creepers style bullshit. Thank God there was a huge log that obstructed the track, so Mom was able to run ahead and hide in the bush. She watched this guy slowly drive back down the main road, scoping the area, looking for her. What the fuck? When he was out of sight, she breathed a sigh of relief, and in my darling mother's own words, she thought, quote, "That was a bit weird." Bless this woman who raised me, but her tolerance for weird is way too fucking high. So after the lunatic had well and truly gone, she starts off again only to see that son of a bitch had turned his goddamn monster-mobile around and accessed another road to bypass the log. He is fixated on my mom. She sprints towards home, knowing that if she can make it to the boundary of our property, that there's a break in the fence. She's running on very uneven ground, so Lord knows how she didn't fall over. But somehow she found this break and made a flying leap through it. Like I said, my mother is a badass. So what does she do? She turns around to look at this fucker to get his number plates. They lock eyes and he is seething. She knows that to turn around, he has to drive about half a kilometer to get back to the opening. But she doesn't want to go home because I'm there alone. Concerned he would follow her there, she crossed the road to our neighbor's property and hides, and surely enough, there the hell wagon is again, slowly stalking the main road looking for her.
So fucking scary.
This is way too much. Next thing I know, she races into the house in a frantic panic, yells at me to lock all the doors and windows. I'm so confused, having just been pulled from my sim binge stupor. So I'm asking her why, which now I think about it must have been really annoying. She called our local police station to report the incident. She was able to identify half of his number plate and the make and color of his car. This is the frustrating part, because the police never filed her report. What the fuck? And so the information was lost and never investigated. A few years later, she was out and saw a photo of Bradley Edwards in the newspaper and recognized the face immediately. That was him. That's the fucking guy. So yeah, moral of the story is, fuck that guy for disturbing my Sims game. Haha, just kidding. He can get fucked for so many other reasons. Thank you so much for reading my mom's story. I should mention my mom is still living her best life, but with significantly less bushwalking. She continues to be a badass to this day. Keep it weird, you bloody legends. Legend.
Gem, you're a bloody legend.
Gem, you're a fucking gem.
Gem is a gem. Her mom is a bloody legend.
Was amazing.
And that word, what was it? Bogan? Bogan. It means like trash.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a bogan.
You're a bogan. Oh, Gemma, that was fucking amazing. Holy shit.
Those were some good listener tales.
Those were really good.
Yeah, it took a long time
Well
to
done,
find all of
everyone.
those, but
that was amazing.
Good job, y'all.
You know what? You guys killed this episode. You
Brought
did.
to you by you, for you, all about you.
And you did it well.
Well, if you enjoyed that, I hope that you go ahead and follow us on Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast.
Hit us up on the Twitter.
At A Morbid Podcast.
Send us your listener stories via Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com with the subject line, listener stories, and then whatever the fuck you want.
Join the Facebook group.
Morbid: a true crime podcast Facebook group. It's awesome in there.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it
weird. But not so weird that your mom is like basically escaping a serial killer. Not so weird that like you're running around your house and then this guy with a creepy clown mask is following you and then all of a sudden he's not there. And not so weird that your stepmom tries to like kill you and your dad with a wedding fucking magazine. And not so weird that like the ambulance is like haunted as fuck and there's fucking fire ants everywhere. And not so weird that your basement smells really bad because it smells like Toby and Toby's dead. And not so weird that you go on a sushi date with a attempted murderer man. I think I got them all.
Diamonds.
Diamonds.